Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Make sure you give me a follow on X. I'm only about 40 people short of 3,000 followers on X, so please do that for me, at @green_Jericho. And make sure that you hit the Teespring link, 20% off all merch with promo code SloppyJoe1, all caps. And I'm working on some new designs right now. So, 2 years post the death of Roe v. Wade, 2 years since the Supreme Court shot Roe v. Wade down and sent it back to the states. Now, you will have some mouth-breathing dumbasses tell you that the end of Roe v. Wade meant no more abortions, that there was a ban on abortion nationwide, which was not the case, which was not the truth. The truth of the matter is, the Supreme Court said it is no longer a federal decree that you can get an abortion. It goes back to the states, which is what we want, right? The power goes back to the people. The people will decide in their individual states whether they want abortion, they want certain stipulations with abortion, like it has to be done before a certain time, or if they want to ban it outright. Maybe the state will vote, you cannot get an abortion here. If so, that's what the state wants. That's what the voters in that state have decided, so that's what it is. Like Keith David said in Dead Presidents, well, then that's the deal. But you have a lot of people out there saying that the end of Roe v. Wade meant that a woman doesn't have control of her body, and the government is saying that she can't do this, and my body, my choice. And we all know that the sweet and sour sniffles taught us that my body, my choice is a bunch of bullshit. It's not my body, my choice. It's my body if the government says I have the choice. Because they were telling you, you better get this poke or else. So it wasn't my body, my choice, was it? It was my body, their choice. And that is so retarded to me to have something like the birth of a child only be up to the woman. Why? You didn't make that baby. You're housing it, but you didn't put the ingredients in there to make it. You got a really nice kitchen, but somebody's got to put some food in that bitch, don't they? And when you have, so people will say, and I've had people tell me this in the comments and shit on different things that I'll put a comment on or a post. And I'll say that women are in the position to choose. They decide who they want to procreate with. You don't have women out here spending money on men, begging for dick. Oh, come on. No. Dick is not valuable. Vagina is. And they hold access to sex. But people will say, well, men need to be more responsible with their sperm, and maybe they shouldn't do this and do that. Yes, that is true. Men hold some responsibility, but women hold the lion's share of responsibility because they choose. Fellas, how about this? You have a wife, and you guys, you're not poor, but you could definitely use some extra money, right? So your wife gets an opportunity. She can either choose door A, which has $10 million cash behind it, or she can choose door B that has $1,000 behind it. And she chooses $1,000. Now, you're going to be pretty pissed off, aren't you? You could have chose $10 million. That would have changed our lives and would have changed the lives of our future generations for years to come. But you picked $1,000? Now, are you going to be mad at the choice that she made? Are you going to be mad at the $1,000? Or are you going to be mad at her for choosing $1,000? Of course not. You're not going to be mad at the money. You're going to be mad at her for choosing that small amount of money. So you have the power to choose what kind of man that you're going to let go. Hey, all up inside of you, right? So yeah, there's some responsibility to the man, but the woman has the lion's share of it. So what is life like? What is society like 2 years after the demise of Roe v. Wade? Well, women are still allowed to get abortions. Roe v. Wade was shot down in 2022. There was an uptick in abortions in 2023. So all the bullshit you're hearing about, there won't be any more abortions and women don't have autonomy over their bodies, that was a damn lie. Because yes, they do. It's up to the state. I thought we wanted less government, smaller government. Have I been misinformed? Have I been fed disinformation? Is that not how we want it? So we have it. We asked for it and we finally got it. Yes, there were tens of millions of babies who were killed during Roe v. Wade, but we've come out on the other side and it's up to the states now. So of course, you have some of these granola-headed dirt fuckers on certain networks saying that it was a dark day in history for Roe v. Wade to be repealed and women don't have this and women don't have that. Shut your ass up. Because unfortunately, there are still states where they want you to come get an abortion there because your state might offer it, might not offer it. Just like California. California wants to have a theme park for abortions called Abortica. You can come if you got a Neanderthal state that you live in and they don't want you to get an abortion or they put limits on when you need to, come to California. We will kill that baby whenever you want. Whenever you want. 2 weeks, 8 weeks, 36 weeks. It doesn't matter. We even kill that thing after it comes out. Ew. Who wants that? And on your 5th abortion, it's free. We'll give you one of those cards where they take a hole punch like you're at a donut shop. And on your 5th trip, your 5th dozen donuts is on the house. Your 5th abortion's on the house. We'll put you up in a hotel. There'll be all kinds of amenities. You and your girlfriend, whoever you bring with you, can go for a night out on the town before we take that baby. You can have a good time. Take some shots. Fuck it. We're going to kill it tomorrow anyway. Now that's a bit of hyperbole, but that's basically what they want to do. And all these common misconceptions. You know what? I'm not even going to call them misconceptions anymore. They're straight up lies. What do they always say? What about rape and incest? Well, combined. If you combined both of those, you would have 1.5% of the abortions. 1.5. So what does that leave? The other 98.5% of abortions. Why are those performed? For inconvenience. I don't like what it's going to do to my body. I didn't pick a good guy. My career. I'm not ready. Those are the real reasons that abortions are performed. The overwhelming majority. Thankfully, the 2 reasons that they like to jump to are extremely rare. That's why that shit happens. And let's not talk about how it affects the woman afterwards. You think you just get that procedure and you can just brush your hands off? You can just wash your hands of it? You're never going to think about that baby again that could have been? You just build a wall over that part of your brain and it's over? Don't be ridiculous. That's just the beginning of your pain. That's just the beginning of your thoughts. That's just the beginning of what you're going to have to deal with because you know you fucked up by getting rid of that baby for some bullshit reason. Now, would I be mad if abortions were banned completely in every single state? No, I wouldn't be mad at that at all because that would force people to be more responsible with their genitals. Knowing that you could get in trouble for aborting your kid, I think that would be a good thing. Because that would make people say, well, maybe I shouldn't get pregnant in the first place. And you could take that rape and incest bullshit and shove it up your ass because that's minuscule compared to the overwhelming majority of why abortions are performed. But here we are, 2 years after the demise of Roe v. Wade, and guess what? Everybody's fine. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to the Teespring link. Get 20% off all merch. Promo code SloppyJoe1. And give me a follow on X at @green_Jericho. I am Jericho Green. And man, I'm out.